Hi guys, it's Leland from New Beginnings Retreat. As many of you may know, there was an ad that went out the other day on Facebook for $3,500 for top surgery, double incision top surgery, and that was including the surgical fees, and you can read the ad, it's floating all over. It's with Dr. Keshishian, which we are going to, for the remainder of this video, call him Dr. K, because as you can see, I can barely pronounce it. So when the ad went out, I was watching all the comments, and I wanted to make an appointment with him so I could interview him personally and see what I thought about him. Again, I have been in the nursing field since the early 80s. Boy, that dated me, didn't it? And so I thought I would have a pretty good idea when I met him and I could convey it back to all of you. So anyway, he was very kind and courteous. We went and sat in his office. He set aside an unlimited amount of time to answer all of my questions. His office was very nice. He's just, to begin at the beginning, what happened was he's been doing surgery here at a local hospital that I'm very familiar with, but I'm not going to mention the name of that particular hospital. He wanted to start doing FTM surgeries there, and the hospital was not okay with that. So he invested in, please understand, everything I'm telling you is the story as it was relayed to me. I'm not endorsing anything. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm simply relaying the information. So he was really wanting to do the top surgeries, and the hospital was not okay with it. So he built his own surgical center, a very small surgical suite. I got to have a tour of that. It was very nice. A lot of the doctors do it in their office. He's almost right next door to a major hospital, so he's very conveniently located. But he does have the surgical suite in his office. So you're in the front end, and you come in and you have a very nice little preoperative room, and then you go in and have your surgery, and then you have a very nice little recovery room. So it's very personal. So I was impressed. It was nice. So I sat down and spoke with him, my wife and I, Bonnie, for a very long time. We were there for almost 2 hours. And I asked him all of the hard questions, beginning with why. Why do you want to do surgery for the trans community? And he's not going to just stop at FTM surgeries. He's also going to think about, or he is doing some of the other facial feminization procedures as well. So I asked him why. Why do you want to do the trans community? And he said that he just, over the years, he had done them. He actually trained under Dr. Lees up in, I believe he's in Pennsylvania. He did work with him. I don't know if trained under was the right word, but he did work with him. He's also worked at a couple of other hospitals doing this particular surgery. He says that he felt empathy, I think maybe is a good word, for a lot of the guys who were struggling to see their lifelong goals come to fruition and unable to financially afford it. By building his own surgical suite, he is able to alleviate the surgical fees that a hospital, where you would incur from a hospital. And so that's why he explained to me his prices. He's running this special, and that his prices will still remain relatively affordable, even when the special is gone. It's because I said, you know, the price, the way that it's very lowballing, to some it might seem like you're desperate. And he kind of chuckled and said, yeah, that's not the case. I'm doing it because I care about people in general. He said he works 7 days a week doing one thing or another. He dedicates a lot of time to teaching at the local college here. He's dealing with different residency programs. He seemed very sincere. That's all I can tell you. I mean, I don't have proof. I did see some results of different surgical procedures that he had done that looked good to me, but I'm not a professional in that field. They looked good to me. He's unable to put some of the results on the website as of yet because he's having them photoshopped to remove any identifying marks. So that's where we're at with that. I thought he was a nice guy. His staff was great. The office was very nice. He seemed genuinely concerned about the overall well-being of the patient. I liked him. Now, can I recommend that you go there? No, because I haven't personally had surgery by him, and I haven't personally seen anyone that has. But everybody starts somewhere. So everybody, you know, has a first or whatever. I know that he said he's done this a couple of hundred times, right? A few hundred times. I had to ask Bonnie to clarify to make sure I'm giving you the correct information. So it's not a hoax. He is a real DO, the same as many of the surgeons that are performing this. And if you don't know what that is, please look it up. It's Doctor of Osteopathy, and just look it up and do your research for yourself. He seems genuinely concerned about our community. He seems like he wants to do something for the good of the people. He wants to give, as he stated to me, I'd like to see some of the trans guys get a break. Some of the trans people get a break. It seems like they're struggling for differences in their lives. So he seemed genuine, and you know, all I can say is for those of you who are desperate to have surgery, you can't afford the $6,000, $7,000, $10,000. You know, do your research, call his office, ask him if there's any way you can see pictures, do whatever you need to do, and check it out. And there's a couple of other surgeons down here too that are putting out some really good results. Look around. Don't just, you know, just don't commit to anything until you do the work. We have a few good doctors that are sending out excellent results. So that's my report. If you have any questions, or if I can think of anything that I left out. Can you think of anything, honey, that I left out? I did see someone in his office in person that he operated on 5 days ago. It wasn't top surgery, but it was plastic surgery, and I couldn't even see the lines. When he talked to me about the procedure, he was spot on everything. The post-op times, the drains, I asked him how he handled certain situations with the drains and the post-op times and the bandages and the pre-ops, and he was very concerned also about the overall well-being of the patient, and he's also looking into getting it covered by insurance. So those are some key factors that I think are going to be very beneficial to some of you. If you have any questions, you can catch me and shoot me a message, and I'll try to get back to you with any answers. And other than that, I'll see you in a day or so with another video. Night, guys.